Assalamu alaikum, respected students. Welcome to today's class. In today's class, we are going to discuss the paper pattern for paper 1, that is one of two papers that are assessed in your AS examination. On your screen, you can see that there are a total of four papers being assessed along the A levels. Paper 1 and paper 2 is being assessed in your AS level, and paper 3 and paper 4 are assessed in your A2 level. So our today's discussion will be primarily on the paper structure of paper 1, the marks allocated to paper 1, the time allowed, and how many sections are there in paper 1. And we are also going to have a brief overview of our assessment objectives and how these assessment objectives are allocated throughout the paper one with respect to both sections, section A and section B. So let's just begin. So here we can see that we have a specimen paper on our screen. So paper one is known as Business Concepts 1. The name of the paper is Business Concepts 1. So we can assume that from the name that in this particular paper, your concepts are going to be assessed. The time allowed for the paper is 1 hour 15 minutes and the total marks are 40. So 40 marks are there to be taken in 75 minutes. So approximately there is 2 minutes available for 1 mark. And this particular paper is further divided into two sections, section A and section B. The total marks for the whole paper is 40, and 40 marks are further divided into section A and section B. Section A carries 20 marks. It means half of the paper is comprised of section A, and half of the paper is with section B. So before moving further, let let me just give you a brief overview of our assessment objectives for business paper AS level. So we all know that there are four assessment objectives being assessed throughout your business paper for A levels. Namely, first assessment objective is knowledge and understanding. Second, application. Third one is analysis. And fourth one is evaluation. So I'll give you a uh, brief introduction of these concepts. And in our later lessons, we are going to explain each of these assessment objectives in detail. Obviously, it cannot be done in one lecture, so I will do it separately in each of my lessons, starting from knowledge and understanding, how we can develop knowledge and understanding, and how it is being assessed in your paper. I'll give you some practice questions that can sharpen your skills, that can enhance your skills regarding knowledge and understanding. And same is the case in the second lesson. I'll give you introduction of application, the exercises that are that can hone your skills, that can develop your skills of application, and with practice questions. And afterwards, I'll give you analysis questions and evaluation questions. So this is how we are going to um, practice each of our assessment objectives. But for now, I'm just giving you a brief introduction. Knowledge and understanding means basically to demonstrate knowledge and understanding of business concepts, what we have uh, being taught in the classes, and the concepts of relevant knowledge of relevant terms and theories. So this is knowledge and understanding, and application is obviously to apply that particular concepts that we know about in the familiar and non-familiar situations. And analysis is about developing some argument on the basis of some factual and on the basis of some factual evidences. In this particular way, we are going to analyze the cause and impact. We are going to create a relationship between one factor and the effect of that factor on another factor. This is how we are going to create a chain of analysis. And finally, we have evaluation. Evaluation means giving reasoned judgments, opinions, recommendations relevant to that is being based on your analysis. So this is a brief introduction of your assessment objectives. I'm not going into the details of these objectives. Obviously, it is going to take some time. But our main focus today is the paper pattern, the understanding of paper pattern and the structure of paper pattern and the breakdown of assessment objectives. So here we are. As I've already mentioned, that paper one is further divided into two parts, two sections, section A and section B. We have to answer all the questions from section A. There is no choice. Um, the section A consists of short questions and answers, and then we have second part, that is section B, that usually consists of 8 and 12 marks questions, essay-based questions, and both sections are equally weighted in your paper one. Both sections comprise of 20 marks, and the total marks are 40. So let's just give you. So this is our section A. You have to answer all the questions in section A. There are four questions. Each question carry 5 marks. And first three questions are further divided into 2 marks questions and 3 marks questions. As we can see, the first question is the total marks is 5 marks, and these 5 marks are further divided into part A and part B. Part A is usually the definition question, as we can see on our screens, that it starts from defines. It defines the term secondary research, and you can see that, so it will always start from define. And here again, the first part of second question starts from define, and then third one again define. So there are, the first part will always be of definition, and obviously we can see that we are going to be assessed on the basis of knowledge and understanding. So 2 marks questions carries only AO1 assessment objective one, that is knowledge and understanding. And B part question carries 3 marks, out of which 1 mark is for knowledge and understanding, and 2 marks are for developed application. So examiner expect us to have a sound knowledge of the term, to give a sound definition. We'll get back to it later, but sound definition means what sound knowledge of the term means, and we can differentiate, we will be differentiating between a sound knowledge and a limited knowledge of the term with examples in our upcoming lesson. And again, in B part, there are 3 marks. 3 marks are further allocated, 1 mark for knowledge and 2 marks for developed application. So we are going to discuss what is meant by developed application. So how we can develop our application under the familiar and non-familiar circumstances, we are going to discuss in our later lessons. So this is all first three questions have the same pattern, 2 and 3 marks questions. So 2 and 3 marks questions and first three questions are same 15 marks. And the fourth question is 5 marks question. So 5 marks are further divided into 1 mark for knowledge and understanding, 2 marks for developed application, and 2 marks for analysis. So 5 marks are allocated into three assessment objectives: knowledge and understanding, application, and analysis. So the total mark for section A are 20. All four questions each carry 5 marks, and first three questions are further divided into 2 and 3 marks questions. So this is the paper pattern of section A of paper 1, and now we are going to discuss the section B. The section B comprises of two questions basically, and we have to attempt one question. So we can see that it clearly indicates answer one question only, either question 1 or question either question 5 or question 6. So we have to attempt one of these questions, and both questions are further divided into the total marks for section B is 20 marks, and 20 marks are further divided into 8 mark question and 12 mark question. So 8 mark part will be analysis based question, in which you will have to analyze two reasons, and the B part question is evaluation based question, and that carries 12 marks. So, and same is the case with 6 questions. We have to attempt uh, one question out of these two questions. So, let me tell you that this is the only option choice you have available in all of your four papers. Apart from paper one, you won't have any choice to select from. So, this is the only choice that you have in your paper, and that is only available in your paper one. So the section B, that is essay part, also carries 20 marks, and section A also carries 20 marks. So question 1, we can see it will always start from define. B will always be explain one advantage. So B part of question 1, question 2, and question 3 will be same, and it will always be in the form of explain one advantage, explain one benefit, explain one reason, explain one disadvantage. So it will always start from explain, and you will have to explain either one advantage or disadvantage, one impact, one causes, one reason, one benefit, but it will always be one. So these 3 marks are further divided into 1 mark for knowledge and understanding, and 2 marks for application. And fourth question, that is analysis based question, we will always be start from analyze one way, analyze one advantage, analyze one reason, analyze one impact. So it will always you have to analyze one aspect of that particular topic that is being assessed and questioned to you. And 8 mark question, in 8 mark question you will always have to analyze two reasons, two impacts, one two advantages, two disadvantages, one advantage and one disadvantage. It means you have to analyze 2 points basically, and the total marks allocated are 8. 8 marks are further divided into 2 points, 4 mark for 1 point, and 4 mark for second point. And within each point, 4 marks are allocated, and these 4 marks are further divided into 1 mark for knowledge, 1 mark for application, and 2 marks for analysis. So it will give you total of 4 marks. You have to attempt one point, one impact, one advantage, and you'll get 4 marks. And then again, you will have to do it the same in the same way 2.2. So in this way, you will get 8 marks out of 8. And again, we have be part of essay question, that is 12 marks question, that is usually the most difficult one, because in that particular question you have to consistently obviously analyze 2 points. Let me just break down these 12 marks into assessment objectives. So out of these 12 marks, there are 2 marks for knowledge, 2 marks for application, and 2 marks for analysis, and there are 6 marks for evaluation. So we can see that this question, this part is uh, evaluation based, because 50% of these marks means 6 marks out of 12 marks are allocated to assessment objective 4, that is evaluation. So 50% marks are allocated to evaluation. So you have to consistently evaluate your opinion, judgments, the facts, stats, reasons, analysis throughout the question. So step-by-step evaluation is being required, point-by-point evaluation is being required, and final evaluation, overall evaluation is being required. I'm not going into the details of evaluation. Obviously, we are going to discuss it when we will have a whole lesson that will be based on how to evaluate the knowledge and understanding of particular topic. Um, how to make recommendations and reasoned arguments. So our whole lesson will be allocated to it. So this is all about paper one. I hope you will have a brief understanding of paper one, how it is being asked, how the assessment marks are being, assessment objectives are being allocated with respect to marks, and the paper structure and pattern of paper one. And obviously, let me tell you that out of total 100 marks available in AS, this paper carry 40 marks, so the weightage is 40%. If you have any questions relevant to paper structure and assessment objectives, just comment on the link below and just let me know. I hope that I will answer your questions in the upcoming lesson. Thank you so much for today's lesson and goodbye.